I feel everybody is talking about unemployment, that is absolute unemployment. But nobody is talking about disguised or underemployment. That is, engineering graduates or even postgraduates are paid 10 to 15,000 a month. So it's like, what are they doing? It's a question on their education altogether. So what is your plan, that what you have thought and how to address this issue?
How to address the fact that our education system is producing large numbers of engineers and doctors who then don't have access to engineering and medical jobs. That's the question?
No, sir.
Then what is the question?
So my question is, they are being underemployed. They are not being paid what their caliber is.
Okay. Do you know how many jobs are being produced in India today? Does anyone know that number? I'll tell you. 27,000 jobs are being lost in India every 24 hours. That's the correct number. China is producing 50,000 jobs every 24 hours. India is losing 27,000 jobs every 24 hours. That is the situation. And the reason is that in this country, we do not respect skill. We do not respect the capability of a person. I'll give you an example. This city here, Pune is a center of higher education. Pune has the opportunity to be connected to the rest of the world. So you have a successful result. But there are thousands and thousands of centers of skill in this country. In every district, there is certain capabilities, certain skills. But those skills are not respected. You do not connect those skills to the economy. You do not support those skills. You do not build an ecosystem where jobs can be created around those skills. So, first thing, respect skill, identify skill, and then target that skill with finances, with political support, with help. That is one aspect of the thing. The second is our university system is not connected to our job system. So our university system produces graduates, but there is no link between our university system and the corporates and the business system. So building a bridge between the corporates and the university system. Changing the universities into networks. Currently our universities are silos. They have very brilliant conversations internally. They have exceptional students, but those silos are not connected to the rest of the economy and the rest of the world. So that is how you would unlock jobs in this country.
Thank you. Thank you for your question, Miss. Rahul, we're going to get the next question from Mayur Udasi. Mayur Udasi is from Bharati Vidyapeeth and Dental College. Mayur, are you here? All right, there he is. The boys are right at the back. That's the boy. He's right there. Yeah, right till the end then. All right, can we have some audience light on the boys? The boys are feeling a little bit... Hi boys, how are you? All right, can we pass the mic to Mayur Udasi who's standing there? Mayur, the mic's on your right. Thanks.
Sir, you promised that the Congress will give 70,000 rupees per year to the 20% poor people. So, how is the funds being raised?
That's a good one.
Have you heard of a man? Have you heard of a man called Nirav Modi?
Yes, sir.
You've heard of him?
Yes.
Have you heard of a man called Mehul Choksi? Vijay Mallya? And the best of them all, have you heard of a man called Anil Ambani? Okay. Anil Ambani was given 30,000 crores. Mehul Choksi, 35,000 crores. Vijay Mallya, 10,000 crores. Mehul Choksi, 35,000 crores. Why were these people given money? How many jobs has Anil Ambani given this country? How many jobs has Nirav Modi given this country? 3,50,000 crores. 3,50,000 crores is the amount of money that was forgiven to the 15 richest business people in this country. Right off. I want to ask you, how many of your loans have been written off? How many students here have had their education loans written off? Is there anyone? One person. Who wrote your loans off? Nobody. So why is it that in this country, if your name is Anil Ambani, you can get 45,000 crores written off? If your name is Nirav Modi, you can take 35,000 crores and run off to London, nothing happens. Whereas if you're a student, you can't get your loans forgiven. If you're a farmer, you can't get your loans forgiven. There's plenty of money in the system. There's no shortage of money in this system. The money will come from Mr. Anil Ambani. The money will come from the people who have dominated the banking system and not given anything in return. Crony capitalists, that's where the money will come from. The money will also come because when we inject 72,000 rupees into every poor person's bank account, the Indian economy will start again. What has happened is the Indian economy is jammed shut. I told you 27,000 jobs a day are being lost. Banking system is completely jammed and the economic cycle is not firing. The moment we start to put money into people's hands, they will start to buy things. The moment they start to buy things, production will begin, factories will start working. Moment factory starts working, we will get more taxes. That's where the money will come from. But the issue is not where the money is going to come from. We will deliver that. We have committed that. The issue is why should 15 people, and I can name them, get access to unlimited amounts of money when nobody else in India has access to that money? That's the issue. The issue is one of fairness. And that is what I'm fighting for. We've done all the financial calculations. There are large numbers of schemes, small schemes that are really not effective. Those schemes will be subsumed. There are strategic schemes like Manrega. Those will not be subsumed. And I want to guarantee you another thing. Money will not come from the middle class. Income taxes will not be raised, and we will deliver this without raising the income taxes. Thank you.